This newsreel is being brought to you by Hutch Pool and Spa. Warm up this winter with your very own hot tub from Hutch Pool and Spa. And this is Jim Ball reporting in Greenbrier. The Greenbrier Board of Mayor Aldermen held a meeting Monday evening. The primary topic was Billy Wilson. I don't know what normal attendance would be for a meeting like this in Greenbrier, but I'm gonna gamble that it was a few more people than they were used to seeing. Billy Wilson is the mayor of Greenbrier, and up until this evening, he was also the fire chief. Several weeks ago, Billy Wilson was indicted by the TBI for allegedly using $60,000 in funds delegated for Toys for Tots for personal gain. And now the Board of Mayor Aldermen is sending a very clear message. They would like Billy Wilson to step down. The mayor was asked by the board to step down, and he declined. What the Greenbrier board did Monday evening was vote on two measures. One of the measures was to transfer Billy Wilson's power as mayor over to the vice mayor, Bonnet Dawson. This would mean that Billy Wilson would still keep his $800 a month salary. He would still be the mayor of Greenbrier. He would just have little power to do anything. That part of the measure passed unanimously. However, before it can take effect, it will have to be presented again at the next meeting, which isn't for another 30 days. So at the moment, Mayor Billy Wilson is still the mayor of Greenbrier with full authority and administrative powers. The second measure went after Billy Wilson's position as the Greenbrier Volunteer Fire Chief. The measure would place Billy Wilson on administrative leave until the legal process was complete. That measure passed with only one no vote. The administrative powers of the board is different as it relates to the fire chief position, and so the vote takes effect immediately. So to recap, Billy Wilson is still the mayor of Greenbrier with full administrative authority, but he is no longer the fire chief as he has been placed on administrative leave, so he will no longer be responding to emergency calls. For the board to be able to successfully transfer Mayor Billy Wilson's power and authority over to the vice mayor will still require one more meeting and one more vote in 30 days. So until then, he's the mayor. The big turnout that showed up for the meeting was largely in support of Billy Wilson, but I'm going to let you see that for yourself. This gentleman spoke in favor of Billy Wilson. This woman was also in favor of Billy Wilson. This woman for Billy Wilson. Again, for Billy Wilson. This young man articulated himself very well. He was against Billy Wilson maintaining his positions. As you can see, he did not get much of a reaction. The lady speaking in the front in the background now is asking for permission to do a vote to see what the room looks like if they did actually tally a vote for or against Billy Wilson. And the vice mayor said that that would be essentially moot. This woman spoke in favor of Billy Wilson. What are your thoughts?
I think it is ridiculous that they have stripped him of his duties. He's been removed. Well, he has been suspended from mayor and fire chief of Greenbrier, and it's going to be detrimental to the city and to him.
And why do you believe that?
Because he helps so many people. He's the first person you see in an accident or a house called for somebody with an emergency, and he has done so much for our town and our community in the last 9 years that it's awful and it's sad, and they're actually finding him guilty before he's been found guilty, and it's wrong.
I think their position is going to be that they're wanting to move him sort of off to the side while things calm down so they can get business done. Do you think there's any legitimacy to that?
Maybe, but I also think that there are people that actually want him out, and this was the chance to get him out.
So what are your thoughts on what happened tonight?
My thoughts really is this seems like a modern day lynch mob just about. They're already ready to convict this man before he's had his chance in court. As far as Billy Wilson, personally, I mean, he lives right across the street from me, and I've seen this man pour his heart into this community. I don't know of a finer man anywhere, and I don't know of anybody who loves this community as much as Billy Wilson does. I've seen the man stay up till 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning filling these orders for the Toys for Tots. And I've known of people that have come over to his house on Christmas morning to get toys for their children because they couldn't get them otherwise. He's a fine man, and why they're trying to do all this stuff to him is beyond me.
Carrie, what do you think about what happened tonight?
I think it's unfair. He's an awesome man. He has an awesome family, and he's always the first one to respond to anything that happens here, and it's just not fair. Sad.
What do you think about those that would say that they want to simply move him out of the way so they can get business done while he's under the investigation or indictment?
I think they're greedy. I don't think they can do half as much as he's ever done for this town. It's sad.
I wasn't here for the whole thing, but I just pulled up recently, but I've heard about it, and I think the law enforcement ought to take care of it and him get his judge rewards. Because I've been around this area for a while, and I've seen some things that he's done that I haven't agreed with. And that's my feelings on it. There's been times he's come in, there's pools with fences, and he's come to my house and made me take the pool down. That there was no fence around, and I've been around the area and seen other places, and he's got his partial favorites, I think.
So you're in support of the decision tonight?
Yes.
I think it's a disgrace.
And why do you think that?
Because I've lived here all my life. I'm 67 years old. I've lived here all my life. I've seen mayors come and go. Billy Wilson is by far the best we've ever had. He has done more for Greenbrier, for the children, for the citizens, senior citizens, than any other mayor has ever done. And I look at it as this: if he misused funds, CEOs, he founded the Toys for Tots. He started it with his own money. He started roadblocks by himself, taking up money and taking up collections. In the 7 years that he's accused of misusing money, CEOs of charity funds make $500,000, $600,000 a year. If he did this, which I don't believe he did, but if he did, that's not even $10,000 in salary. And as far as I'm concerned, I gave Toys for Tots all the time. Every time he was out there, if I went to Springfield and when I came back. But if he did it, he deserved it, his salary.
Sandra, what do you think about what happened here tonight?
Very, very disappointed in our aldermen. The city let them know how we felt, but it didn't seem to matter. The object of innocent until proven guilty didn't seem to mean a thing to any of them, and that's what our country's based on.
What do you think about their position that they want to get business done, and so just temporarily at least move them out of the way until the court is done? Do you think there's any merit to that?
Not really. That's still telling the community they think he's guilty, in my eyes.
How do you think the community will react to the decisions tonight?
It's going to be split. There's an awful lot of supporters for Billy, and they're going to be very upset because the alderman did not pay attention, and I am afraid it will affect a lot of re-elections, but that's in the future.
Is it going to affect how you vote the next time around?
For alderman, absolutely. Neither one of mine will get my vote, I can tell you right now. Don't mind making it. Ward 1.
You voted no.
That's correct. I voted no.
Why?
Innocent till proven guilty. The majority of the people that I've spoke to has expressed that to me, even before tonight. Innocent till proven guilty, and I promised everybody that I talked to that I would stick that direction.
So, what does this do to you? You've essentially made yourself stand out in the crowd there. Is that going to affect business for you?
No, in no way. It has nothing. I've never mixed the two together.
For you, is this innocent until proven guilty just that encapsulated concept, or does this have anything to do with your understanding, knowledge, or feelings about Billy Wilson himself?
Well, I trust Billy Wilson, and I've listened to so many people talk so much good about him. So that does influence it some, but still innocent until proven guilty is still, we got to stand by that.
Do you think the board felt any pressure? Do you think they were thinking about changing their mind? Do you think the crowd or the show had any effect on what they were going to do?
I was surprised that they hadn't changed their mind. So apparently it didn't affect them, but we'll know next time.
Well, there you have it, Robertson County. As I indicated, the clear message from the Board of Mayor Aldermen was that they wanted Billy Wilson to step down. Well, it seems that the community had a message of their own.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Now, Smokey, of course, will continue to track this story for you as it develops, but as we indicated, Mayor Billy Wilson is still Mayor Billy Wilson with full administrative powers. However, as fire chief, he has been placed on administrative leave. In fact, sources tell Smokey that within 2 hours of the meeting, Wilson already turned in his emergency personal vehicle and some equipment. So until the verdict has been read at least, Billy Wilson will no longer be performing the duties of fire chief. As far as his disposition as mayor, we'll have to wait another 30 days to find out. Now, this has been Jim Ball reporting for Smoky Barn News in Greenbrier. Looking for fun the whole family can enjoy together? Why not your very own pool or spa? For over 35 years, Hutch Pool and Spa has served Middle Tennessee and southern Middle Kentucky with a selection of pool and spa supplies that will boggle the mind. Whether it's an in-ground or above-ground pool, Hutch Pool and Spa can make your dream of ownership a reality. We have 2 locations in Robertson County to serve your needs. Look for a link to our Facebook page below this video.